Hi, this evening I'm going to do Heretic Shallow Grave Porter, and it says it's a rich, smooth porter. I had to read up to try to find out what kind of porter there are, because there's a couple. And this is going to be categorized as a robust porter, which is BJCP category 12B. It has 7% alcohol, which is a little bit more than expected by this particular style guideline. Baltic porters tend to have a higher alcohol by volume, but their origin is from things around the Baltic Sea. So I think our better category is robust porter. So history, actually maybe a couple pieces of history. It's stronger, hoppier, and or roastier version of a porter designed either as a historical throwback or as an American interpretation of the style. Traditional versions will have more subtle hop character, often English, while modern versions may be considerably more aggressive. Both types are equally valid. So it's a pretty broad style interpretation, and it may be distinguished from a style lacking a strong roasted barley character. It differs from brown porter in that it is black, patent, or roasted grain character is usually present, and it can be stronger in alcohol. Roast intensity and malt flavors can also vary significantly, may or may not have a strong hop flavor, and may or may not have significant fermentation byproducts, thus may seem to have an American or an English character. So those flavors are going to really sway us one way or another. It's like almost like a category, an additional category. Let's jump in and give this a shot. So Heretic brews out of Fairfield, so this really qualifies as a local brew, and I'm excited to evaluate it. So let's get on to aroma. I could pour it as I was smelling it. It has a chocolatey, toasty quality to it, and sweet malts. I poured it with a little bit big of a head. That may have been my fault rather than the beer, although I seem to be having bad luck with beer bottles recently, yes. I got excited and almost drank it. You can see, because the head's so big, that it's actually a tan colored head, which is appropriate for this style. And though it looks mostly opaque, when I compare it to the light, I can see a little bit of a red color in the deep brown, almost black, and that also is appropriate for this particular style. Flavor-wise, it is intensely roasty. Very roasty, almost burnt, so like a bitter chocolate flavor. Very intense flavor. I don't know that I noticed a lot of hops. Maybe just a little. But that's the predominant flavor, and that's how it finishes. The finish is just a tiny bit astringent. This seems pretty heavily carbonated. Definitely fizzy. Overall impression, this is a pretty wicked style. I wasn't quite sure what robust versus regular porter was, and this I think exemplifies it. The flavor of a porter tends to be a little bit more mild and subtle. This is kind of aggressive, and it could be aggressive hop flavor that I'm not really just picking up on because the malt flavors are so intense, but it's like roasty, toasty, almost reminiscent of like French roast coffee, but not quite that burnt flavor. So just a bitter chocolate. Great beer, very enjoyable. I think it's exemplary. It exemplifies this particular style of beer. So thumbs up for this. If this is something that you've tried, let me know down below. If you think you know somebody who would like to try this beer, share this video with them because I would like to get the word out. Thanks so much for watching.